Anisimova, who does it again, the defending champion, gave it her all, and now is left emotional as she succumbs in 3 sets yet again. What a fight, a tremendous credit to both of them.
She refused to die, and she waited for the exact moment that Andreeva's psychological foundation began to crack. If you want to know the true story of this match, you have to look away from the aces and look directly into the absolute chaos of the breakpoints. This match was not clean. It was not a tactical masterclass of holding serve. It was a bloodbath. Throughout the duration of this grinding, exhausting match, there were a total of 31 breakpoint opportunities. 31 times. These two players dragged each other into the deepest, darkest waters of the sport. Mirra Andreeva generated a massive 16 breakpoint opportunities. She was constantly knocking on the door. She converted 9 of them. That is 9 times she completely broke Anisimova's serve. But here is the fatal flaw in Andreeva's game. She could not protect her own house. Amanda Anisimova generated 15 breakpoint opportunities of her own, and she converted 8 of them. The sheer volume of service breaks tells you exactly what the psychological temperature was on that court. Nobody felt safe. Every single service game was a terrifying battle for survival. When you look at the service numbers, the tension becomes even more obvious. Andreeva hit 7 double faults. Anisimova hit 8 double faults. Anisimova hit 8 double faults. The air in the stadium was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Neither player could rely on their first serve to get them out of trouble. Andreeva only won 57% of her first serve points. Anisimova was even worse, winning a catastrophic 51% of her first serve points. It was ugly. It was muddy. It was trench warfare. And when a match turns into trench warfare, the player who relies on clean, beautiful, powerful tennis is usually the one who breaks first. So how exactly did Amanda Anisimova survive this barrage? How do you win a match when you hit 0 aces, you win fewer total points, and you are constantly getting your serve broken? You survive on the absolute slimmest of margins. You survive on the second serve. The second serve is the moment of maximum panic in professional tennis. It is the exact moment where the server is completely exposed. If you look at the statistics, this is the single category where Amanda Anisimova planted her feet and refused to move. Mirra Andreeva completely collapsed under the pressure of her own second serve. She won an absolutely dismal 47% of her second serve points. That means every single time Andreeva missed her first serve, Andreeva was mathematically favored to win the point. Andreeva was bleeding out on the court every time she had to hit a safe serve. But look at Anisimova. Despite hitting 0 aces, despite serving 8 double faults, when the pressure was at its absolute peak, Anisimova won an incredible 63% of her second serve points. 63%. This is the hidden architecture of the robbery. While Andreeva was completely falling apart on her vulnerable points, Anisimova turned her weakest moments into a fortress. Anisimova won 58 receiving points, constantly applying pressure, constantly making Andreeva feel like she was drowning. Anisimova realized that she did not need to hit aces. She just needed to make Andreeva play one more ball. She just needed to extend the rally until Andreeva's patience snapped. All of this chaos, all of the double faults, all of the broken serves, it all culminated in the most brutal, unforgiving mechanism in all of sports, the final set tiebreak. A tiebreak is a microcosm of a player's entire soul. You cannot hide in a tiebreak. Your stamina is gone, your legs feel like cement, the crowd is screaming, and every single point feels like a heavy weight pressing down on your chest. Mirra Andreeva had the mathematical advantage all day. She had the longest run of consecutive points, winning 8 points in a row at one stage in the match. She had the power. But when the score reached 6-6 in the third set, the mathematics stopped mattering. The only thing that mattered was execution under fire. And in that decisive, terrifying tiebreak, Amanda Anisimova executed the ultimate robbery. She won the tiebreak 7-4. She stole the final set 7-6. She walked up to the net, shook hands, and officially registered a victory in a match that she had mathematically lost in almost every single category. She won one total tiebreak to Andreeva's 0. And that one tiebreak was the entire difference between a semi-final appearance and a heartbreaking flight home. This quarterfinal match is a masterclass in the psychology of winning ugly. The mainstream media will never spend the time to break down these numbers because they are too obsessed with the highlight reel. They want to show you Andreeva's 6 aces. But the true students of the game, the people who actually understand how championships are won, know that Anisimova's 63% win rate on her second serve is the most beautiful statistic on that entire page. Mirra Andreeva learned a brutal, devastating lesson today. You can have the power, you can win the majority of the points, you can completely dominate the early stages of the match. But if you cannot protect your second serve, And if you cannot execute in the final tiebreak, you are nothing more than a spectacular loser. This is the real truth of professional sports that they refuse to show you on television. If you are tired of the generic, lazy commentary that completely ignores the hidden data behind the biggest matches, you need to subscribe to this channel right now. We do not care about the hype, we care about the math. Hit that like button, and I need you to get down into the comments section right now and tell me, is Mirra Andreeva mentally fragile in clutch moments, or was Amanda Anisimova just a tactical genius today? Let me know your exact thoughts, and I will see you in the next deep dive.